Hey guys, it's Anna. Welcome back to my channel, and this is going to be a super short intro because again, my lens would not focus. I think I just need a new lens, but we can't even get into that right now, so let's just get into the video. So first, I'm just going to bake under my eyes with my Ben Nye Luxury Powder in Banana just to protect my concealer that I already have down, just in case there's any fallout from the eyeshadow. To start the look, I'm going into the Juvia's Place, the Nubian palette, and I'm using just this light brown shade, and I'm just placing that all over the lid. This palette doesn't have color names, so I shift that brown color, and I'm really just setting my eye to make a nice base. And then in that same palette, I'm going to go in with this kind of like orangey brown, like a terracotta color that's right next to that brown, and I'm just going to be placing this in kind of back and forth motions in my crease. And then I'm going in with the color Burkina from the Juvia's Place Masquerade palette, and I'm really just going to take this and deepen up the color in the crease. I usually like to start on my outer corner and then drag the rest of the color inward. And then using the color Ada in the same palette, I'm really just placing this over top where we put those same other colors. This is really just to make it look a little bit more red, since this color is like a reddish brown color. We're just kind of building up our crease color right now. I'm going in with a clean, fluffy brush. There's no eyeshadow color on this at all. And I'm just going around the edges just to make sure that I have a really nice blended edge. I don't really want it to be harsh at all. And then I think I dip into my color switch in between eyes as well, just to make sure that I'm not transferring color. I'm just trying to blend out the edges. That's it. And I went in with the color Zobo, I think is how you pronounce it, and I'm just adding this to my outer corner and putting this slightly in my crease just to add some dimension to the color that we're putting on the outer edge of our eye. Yes, our. And then I'm going in with the color Makita, and I made that face because I was super nervous to use it since it's such a pigmented purple. But I'm going to place this first on my outer corner, and then I'm going to put it on the inner corner as well. We're just going to kind of miss the middle part of our eye, and so I'm just building up the color. I usually dip in really lightly at first. I'm someone who I like to kind of build up the color. So these are super pigmented colors. I'm sure you guys have seen them. But yeah, I try to go in with the light hand first and just slowly build up the color. And it was kind of hard to make sure they were even. So I just kept looking back and forth from one eye to the other eye just to kind of see if that space in the middle was the same on both sides. And then I used the color Bori, this beautiful pink shade. It does have a little bit of gold, like kind of glitters in there, but it really shows up as a bright, beautiful pink. And I'm just placing that in that middle part of our eyelid, and then I'm trying to kind of blend it with the purple as well on the edges, but I did build this up a lot on just that middle clear space on my eyelid. And this is definitely not done perfectly. This was my first time trying to do like this kind of eye look with that color in just the center, so practice makes perfect though, guys. And I went back in with the color Zobo with a really fluffy, like stiff blender brush, and because I didn't really like the way that it was blending together, so I just kind of went in lightly with the color and just went over top everything that I did before just to make sure all the colors were kind of blended together nicely. You can totally skip this part though. It's kind of optional to go over it, but I did. And then to deepen up the purple on the outer edge, I think I did the inner corner as well just to kind of deepen everything up. Again, optional steps, but I just didn't like how it looked before. And bye bye bake, finally. And for the bottom lash line, I went in with the color Ada, and I focused this more on the outer corner of both eyes, obviously. And then I went in with the color Zobo on the bottom lash line as well. And this is just kind of where I start to build up the color on my bottom lash line to match what we did on the top lid. So I just kind of blended this and focused it more on the outer corner, but worked my way inward. And then I also went in again with the color Makita. Is that how you pronounce it? But again, focused that on the outer corner and then worked my way all the way to the inner corner of my lower lash line. And when you're trying to make sure, or do your best to make sure that everything looks even, kind of. And then again, I went in with a fluffy brush with no eyeshadow on it, just to clean up the edges, and again, to make the edges look nice and blended so that they're not super harsh. And lastly, I went in with the color Giza, and I'm just using this as my inner corner highlight. So I put that on the bottom lash line and just blended it out. For lashes, I'm using the Allure Vlogger series, the ones by Crazy Ray Ray, because they're some of my favorite. And I started out using this, I think it's a Maybelline mascara. Not even worth mentioning because honestly, I hated it. I tried to use it for the lower lash line. The brush on it is just so difficult to use, so I tried and it failed me. So I stopped using that one, and instead we're going to use a different mascara. Instead, I used the Wet n Wild mascara. This one is super affordable. I love Wet n Wild stuff. So this one was a success. So I used this on my lower lash line, or lower lashes, and then I also use this on my top lashes. I like adding mascara after my lashes just so that I can really make sure that my lashes stick to the falsies. So that's my tip with that. If I missed anything though, it will be in the description box below, just so you know. For highlighter, I'm using the Sleek Makeup Highlighting Solstice palette, and I'm kind of mixing Hemisphere and Equinox and just placing that on the normal places for highlight. As you can see, I went in a little heavy-handed, but it blended out really nicely. So I added that to my cheekbones, my face, my cheekbones, down my nose, like right on my lip, the top of my lip, and my chin. For lips, I'm lining and overlining my top lip with the NYX lip liner in the color Burgundy. These NYX lip liners are literally my favorite ever. And then I'm using the Milani Amore Matte Lip Cream in the color Precious, and I'm just all the way filling in my lips with this color first. And then another Milani Amore Matte Lip Cream in the color Adorable. I'm placing this just on the center of my lips. You guys know I love doing this. I just feel like it makes your lips look a little bit bigger, slightly bigger. I don't know, I just like the gradient effect. I just think it looks pretty, okay? So I've been doing this lately. And then I just kind of blend it with my fingers. You can also use a brush. And then because my camera wouldn't focus, I didn't get like an end overall look. So this is kind of it. So that is it for this makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more makeup get ready with me videos. Hopefully my camera will be in focus and I'll be better. But thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.